Mike Krzyzewski joining us now on SportsCenter. Coach, when you heard that Coach Thompson had died, what went through your mind immediately?
Well, immense pain, sorrow. I got a text at 1 o'clock this morning from Doc Rivers just saying that John had passed, and he couldn't go to sleep. He was not just a giant, he was one of a kind. I loved him and admired him. I've been in meetings with him where his voice was so needed and we heard it and followed his instruction. And obviously he's a great, great coach. But what he did off the court for not just his community, but for the African-American community and for Georgetown is remarkable. Really is one of a kind person, and can't be replaced. He was that good, brilliant, courageous, wow, and a trusting friend.
Take us deeper into that, Coach. How would you characterize Thompson's impact on the sport of college basketball, on the court and off the court?
Well, remember when this was in the 80s, the early 80s. He was one of the key figures in forming the Big East, along with another giant and Dave Gavitt, but also taking Georgetown from an outstanding school, predominantly white, in D.C. in a predominantly African American environment, and really established one of the top programs in the history of college basketball. And you don't need to look more than a decade and a half earlier to really kind of put it in context. To do that when we were just starting to get integration in the late '60s and then in the '70s in the power conferences, and for him to be really somebody who gave hope to African-American kids around the country, to coaches, and a sense of empowerment that, man, if this guy can do that in this environment at this time, at this level, yeah, I can do that. And I'll tell you, a number of the kids who are now men that I've coached, Tommy Amaker, Johnny Dawkins, Billy King, Grant Hill, these guys, they will tell you that they grew up where the Georgetown and John Thompson brand was huge as far as a sense of self-confidence and a sense of hope. And again, we need him right now. There's nobody like him right now. There's nobody who came after him like him. That's what I'm saying. He's like, it's crazy how good this man was. And if you would be in a meeting with him in the late 80s, early 90s, at our coaches' meetings when there was a lot of racial unrest, and to hear his passion and his guidance and his heart in these meetings, it was phenomenal. It's just, I'm not the only one, obviously. I love John Thompson, and it was an honor, a true honor to be his friend.
It's an honor to have you on to talk about your friend. That sentiment we've heard so much today. He was loved, will always be loved. Coach K, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you for honoring him this way. Believe me, there's nobody like him. There's nobody like him. He is, in the history of our sport, he sticks out as one of a kind.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.